welcome back to another installment of Fodder. And how are you guys liking Jurassic World Alive version 2.0? I have to tell you, I think a lot of good things are in here. Now, we are still trying to let the dust settle on everything. We have our first full week of raid battles in the books as of recording this. Today is Smile Anemones, and relatively easy compared especially to Mortem Rex, and probably easier this particular build than the Mammotherium was. Just totally honest, I think that this is pretty easy for most people, and even if you don't have level 25 uniques in order to battle this, you most likely know some people who do and can kind of piggyback and do whatever you can to help. Although because 3 people can take this one out, you should be okay. And in today's video, I'm actually going to step back away from Jurassic World Alive, the app itself, and I'm going to tell you guys about a resource that you can use that will greatly enhance your experience. But before I get into the coverage of the Field Guide app, I do want to let you know if you're looking for more Jurassic World Alive coverage, you can find me Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays over on Twitch. Now remember, on Fridays, because there are no raid bosses, we're going to focus on tournament battles, and then on Mondays and Wednesdays, we're going to focus on arena battles and raid bosses, just kind of depending on what is going on that particular day. And just so that you never miss a stream, make sure you are following me on Twitter. As always, links are down in the description below. Now, what I want to talk about in today's video is actually the Field Guide app. This is an independent resource not affiliated with Ludia or Jurassic World Alive, but it is an exceptional resource to help you get the most out of your hunting experience, your PvP experience, and your team building experience. Currently, the most up-to-date version, and I want to say it's 2.6, is available on iOS. It just dropped sometime today, which is going to be Thursday, the 23rd of July. And while it's not out on Android just yet, I have put in a word with the guy who created this. And if I find out exactly when that's going to go live on Android, I will put it somewhere across the screen here. What makes the Field Guide app such an invaluable tool is, as you see on the home screen here, it has pretty much everything that you could ever need at your fingertips. Let's say that you are building your team and you have, well, I don't know, we'll just say that you have Ardentis Maxima on your team. So what you'll do is you'll scroll down, find Ardentis Maxima, tap on it, and then you'll go to loadouts and you'll add this to my team, and then you will set the level of your creature. I think mine is level 27, so I'm going to go ahead and set it there, and then I'm going to go back. What you can do is input your entire team under loadouts the exact same way. If you don't want to scroll through everything, you just go search, and we'll say that I don't know, we'll say that you have Trico on your team. TRYK, boom. I will add this to my loadout. I will put it on my team, and I want to say that mine is level 29. Easy peasy, right? Well, now let's just say that you get your team completely loaded out, and you say, you know what? I'm missing a fierce creature. I need something that can have fierce attacks. I've got my cunnings, I've got my resilient, I've got a couple wild cards in there. What I'm really missing is a fierce creature. You can go into search here, FIERCE, and then search. What this is going to do is it's going to list all the creatures that have a move with the word fierce in it. It's not going to show you which creatures are fierce, but it's a good rule of thumb. If the creature has fierce named in one of their attacks, it's probably a fierce creature. So now I can go through and sort, and you can find right off the bat, Darwinopterus is a fierce creature. I had no idea. Darwinopteryx, also a fierce creature. Dracoceratops is a fierce creature. I had no idea about some of these, but you can go through and find that fierce creature to add on to your team. Now, let's say, for example, while you're searching, you see a couple of creatures that you're like, you know what? I would really like to have that on my team, but I don't have it unlocked yet. For example, Mortem Rex. You can go into Mortem Rex, you can search by all of the stats and find out fierce impact, fierce rampage. That looks like a creature I would like to have on my team. I don't have it yet. So you go to loadouts, and then you put this on your dream team. And of course, I want this at level 30 as part of my dream team. That is what I'm working towards. I have a goal now to get this towards level 30. And you don't have to do it with Mortem Rex. As you can see, you can do this with any creature currently in the Dino Dex. And what I find really handy about that loadout, the Dream Team loadout, is the fact that you can play with all the different boosts and everything, and it kind of gives you a roadmap of how you want to build your team. So if we are to go back and look at Mortem Rex here, we're just kidding. We don't really need this at level 30. We will be more than happy with this at level 26. Well, if you look at the top here, it'll show you the health, speed, and damage values at level 26. But this is my dream team. This is what I want my end game to be. So I'm going to say that I would love to have this at level 26, but I don't know how I actually want to build out this creature. Do I want to add more speed to it? Do I want to add more damage, or does it need more health? You can actually go in and incorporate your boosts into it, and then in real time it'll adjust the value. You see how the health is now 4837, where at base 26 it's only 4500. You can start going through and doing some calculations as to which creatures do I need to put some health into, which creatures do I need to put some damage into. You can even compare out creatures. Say, for example, we'll just say that Ardentis Maxima is causing you problems in the battle arena. You're not alone. Ardentis Maxima is causing quite a few problems. You have the compare option. So now what I'm going to do is Ardentis Maxima, and I'm like, what do I think might be able to counter this? Well, first of all, we need to get Ardentis Maxima to level 26. First and foremost, you can put it at whatever level you want. For my example, we're doing level 26. And then I want to see if Alloraptor, because Alloraptor is part fierce, but it is also part cunning. So cunning and fierce, I don't know if this is really going to work. So you say done, level 26. Now you have a side-by-side comparison. Now when it comes to the tier, don't worry about that yet. That is pulled straight from Game Press. They've not updated their tier list. I mean, the update's only been out a couple days. I think it'll probably be out on Friday. I'm just kidding. They're actually going to kill me for saying that, but Friday'd be a good time to release the tier list. But what you can do now is you can see at even levels, how does Alloraptor do against this low tyrant or this unique hybrid of Ardentis Maxima. You will see that the damage is 1500. Okay, I've got to get through 6000. Well, you can go through and the moves are already listed out with the amount of damage. Additionally, you can do any kind of stat comparison. So let's say that I have 3 boosts in my attack here, but let's say our Ardentis Maxima user has done 3 boosts into their health build. You can see it's going to change real time, not only in the tail of the tape here, but if you go out into the moves, you will see that the moves have updated in real time as well. Definitely you will find out that indeed Alloraptor at even levels will knock out Ardentis Maxima in 2 shots. And there are a plethora of ways that you can search. You can find out who has the most health, and you will see that the creatures with 5000 plus HP are probably the ones that you would think. Which ones do the most damage? I need something that's rocking a significant amount of damage. Now, I don't think that this is right. Actually, it is. That is crazy. Tenanto Rex passed up T-Rex. Interesting. I did not know. That is news to me. I thought T-Rex was going to be the highest except for Mortem Rex. But then you find out something like Dilophosaurus Gen 2 has the 4th highest attack total. So if you were looking for something on your team, you're like, I'm just missing some damage. You search by damage. If your team is too slow, search by speed. You can find out there are now 3 creatures at the top speed of 132. 2 of them joined just this patch. Now that you see how great this app is for helping you build your team and your dream team, you can also apply these same mechanics to your tournament teams each week. And that's great and all, but you need DNA in order to level up your creatures or unlock your creatures. Well, this app has you covered there as well. If you go up to the spawn, it'll tell you all the spawn mechanics for the creatures in the game. And how is that going to help you? Well, let's just say that I'm walking around and I see Gallimimus spawn on my map. I pull up this app and I scroll through and I look for Gallimimus. and I see it right here, area 1 anytime. And maybe that's a little too complicated, right? Like, I don't want to have to look around and then scroll through all of this to find out, well, Gallimimus, I can't find Gallimimus in here. I mean, this thing takes forever to scroll through. There's no way I'm going to be able to find Gallimimus in here, and I don't have that kind of time. I'm busy walking around. I don't want to miss any spawns. All right, you have a fair point. If at any time you want to know about Gallimimus, you just go here and it'll tell you whenever you look at spawn details. Area 1, local, anytime. Boom. Now you know you're probably in a local 1. And finally, using Gallimimus as an example, you will see that it tells you what the possible hybrids are. Monomimus is a possible hybrid from Gallimimus. So you tap on this and you will see that you need level 15 Gallimimus, level 15 Monolophosaurus. It takes 500 DNA per fuse of Gallimimus, and it's going to take 50 DNA per fuse of Monolophosaurus. That's great. I know that Gallimimus is a local 1, but I have no idea where Monolophosaurus is. How am I going to find those? Do I have to go all the way back out to the spawn to see? No. You just press on it, and you will find out that your Monolophosaurus is an area 3 local anytime spawn. Could not be simpler. And last but not least for this video, because there are a lot of things that this app can do for you, is evolution cost. And this is what I find myself using more than any other part of the app. If you go down here at the bottom and hit evolution cost, say I have, because I have a unique, my Thorodolosaur, so I'm going to hit done, and it is at level 28. I want to know how much DNA do I need and how many coins do I need in order to get that from 28 to the max of 30. So if I go to my evolved creature level, scroll it up to 30 and hit calculate, you will see that I need 450,000 coins and 1,250 DNA being required. And that's not the only way that you can search. Say I have a unique, because I do, and we'll say that it is just unlocked at level 21, like my Erlico Spikes. I know how much DNA I have, but I don't know what level that'll get me to. So instead, I can go down here and I can say that I have 1,258 DNA for this particular creature, and I will hit calculate. It'll show me I can evolve this creature to level 26. 400,000 coins are being required. 1,000 DNA is required, and I'm going to have 250 DNA left over. That is going to be your look at the field guide for Jurassic World Alive. Now remember, this is not affiliated with Ludia. It is put out by an individual who does this on his own time. You have no idea the number of hours it takes for him to update all of this with the creatures, the creature profiles, the stats, everything that goes into this. All the computing and everything is done by an individual in his own free time. And I have to say that this right here is probably the best resource that you can use in this game. So if you are looking to take your Jurassic World Alive gameplay experience to the next level, I highly suggest you go and download the app. If you found this information useful, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. Go ahead, subscribe, and turn on the alert notifications as we continue to cover more of Jurassic World Alive version 2.0. I just kind of wanted to let the dust settle on this first week before doing anything else, because we have a lot of things to talk about. Spawn changes, a new tier list, how the game breaks down. I know a lot of people are super upset right now. They're like, all my creatures are ruined. None of them work anymore. They're all garbage. And the truth of the matter is, I think your creatures are better than they used to be. You just need to realize that you have to forget everything about 1.14. because it's not the same game anymore. What they've done is they put almost everything into little pockets. You just need to relearn what pockets beat the other pockets and how to best utilize your team. But that's a video for another time, and that's all I have for this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.